yeah, we got to see you. True, nice. Yeah. They're $19.99 shipping and handling, and I'll do the shipping and the handling. It's a little bit rock, a little bit techno-acoustic, and just a wee tad of jazz fusion.
Now, on to the song. It's on CD too. The CD is called Yeah. Our first song on the track is called Shakespeare Was Bisexual. Feel free to sing along to me on the words.
Come on.
5, 6, 7, 8. Shakespeare was bisexual. Don't you try to convince me otherwise. Why did men play Juliet if you really didn't want to kiss other guys? Historians have proved it and all scholars all agree. Shakespeare was bisexual, yes. Shakespeare was bisexual, and I have total proof. 126 of his sonnets were written about a handsome youth. And all of those who studied all his works will tell you of the fact that these works were written about his love. Many thought that he was gay and only had a wife, so the homophobic audience would cancel his work and ruin his life. One thing is for certain, no, it's not up for debate. Shakespeare was bisexual, not straight.
Shakespeare was bisexual, for though he married Anne Hathaway, had his master mistresses, and he dreamt of others anyway. You only have to look as far as the Earl of Southampton to know that Shakespeare was bisexual again.
729 down! Shakespeare was bisexual. Don't you try to convince me otherwise. Why did men play Juliet if you really don't want to kiss other guys? The song has 30 verses, yes, this was just the first 4. Shakespeare was bisexual, for sure. Shakespeare was bisexual, for sure. Shakespeare was bisexual. For sure. Thank you. I like that one too. You will be singing it in the shower tonight. Yes, you will. And it's historically accurate. It's based off a Wikipedia page called The Sexuality of Shakespeare. Very enlightening.
And now, friends, enemies, and everyone in between, sit back and relax once more, for we present Act 2 of Stars, a new musical.
For someone to reaffirm your worth?
Well, I dueled Andrew for the love of Olivia, and I sabotaged Viola's long-lost twin brother Sebastian's open mic performance, all in a catastrophic misunderstanding.
That is not the kind of improvement I was referring to, but to each their own.
You know, I feel like I'm stuck in this loop, like the same things keep happening. I keep trying and I keep failing and I just can't help but think that it's all my fault. You know? Every time it's always me.
Getting stuck in
drifted off for a second.
You have to decide whether this relationship is worth pursuing. Whether you love Olivia enough to keep searching for her love in return. You seem so focused on getting her to return your affections. Indeed, you focus everything to that, so you'll only be happy when she makes you happy. But you don't have to stay stuck in that, Orsino. You can find happiness on your own.
On my own?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can find happiness on my own. Yes!
You are planning to pay for the session, right? You are going to pay.
Sebastian! Hey, man. I don't want to talk to you right now. You'd be surprised at how much I get that, but look, man, I wanted to ask, how are you?
Oh, well, I haven't been doing that great. Being in love isn't what it seems on the surface. Antonio and I haven't been doing that great.
I'm sorry, man. But hey, it's like my therapist once told me, you don't need anyone else to find true happiness. You can be happy on your own.
Since when do you give wise advice? Thanks, Orsino.
out this late?
Yeah, I've started taking walks.
That's unlike you.
I know. Did you have Malvolio put in the dark room?
They came into the park doing the most ridiculous things, claiming that I had written them some sort of love letter.
Yes, I know. It was written by Maria in your handwriting to try to win you for Andrew.
Those sneaky idiots. I should have known. Why is it so difficult for people to understand that love isn't about stealing and victory?
What is it about? Do you happen to have a short, concise, understandable answer that could be put into a scientific journal? Purely hypothetically, I mean, who would want to do that?
You out of all people know that I can't tell you that. I better go. Viola's waiting.
Scientific study of love. Day 6. Result. Not everything belongs in a scientific study. Malvolio in the dark room of the night, darker than the middle of the night, darker than the middle of their eyelids, Malvolio in the dark room of their Malvolio in the dark room of their dark room of their. Am I dreaming or awake? I don't know. All I know is that I want revenge. With nowhere left to turn, where can I go? Only to those who said that they were friends. I steal what I can from the people who have wronged me. It hurts where I must, but I never feel the pain. Though I never stop to think, I wonder what would happen if I would. I realize that I am going quite insane. Poor Malvolio, their troublesome past has led to this state of hate and blame. And though we pity them and understand their sorrow, we won't hesitate to let everyone know their names. Leslie's money rests like weights in my left pocket. Maria, his pencil didn't write. And with everything that goes in my extravagant collection, the weight is harder to bear every night. Sebastian and Andrew, the guy that plays the accordion, Orsino and the million I forgot. And though I never stop to think, I wonder what would happen if I would. I find that I deserve to sit alone and rot. Poor Malvolio, neglect and shame have led them to try to set things right. And though we pity them, we value our possessions. We won't hesitate to run around and save lives. Olivia and Viola, last but not least, scale the steps, open the door quietly, walk down the carpeted hall, and turn the... Viola, what are you doing up so late?
That you could get revenge on us. Surely we're cleverer than that. Surely you're not really like Olivia's been saying, as stupid and deceitful as a rat. I knew you once as a very different person. Now I don't recognize you anymore. I know you never stopped moving, but if you did, you realize that revenge is not the only way to get what you long for. Somebody help Malvolio!
No. No, not you. Anybody but you. Why are you here?
You don't let me leave, Malvolio. Wherever you go, you bring me. You bring what I've done to you, who you think I am, who you think I was.
No. No, you can't be here. You're not really here.
Being in your mind doesn't make me any less was real, Malvolio. I exist as what you made me. Look at what you've done! Look at all these people you've hurt! You're worthless, Malvolio. You never could have succeeded. You're just like your worthless grandfather.
Grandpa, is he okay? What did you do to him?
I don't know, Malvolio. The real question you should be asking is, what did you do to him?
No, I know what I have to do. I know it better than you do. So just leave me alone!
Who is it? What do you want? Oh, fine, I'm coming. Hold on one second. Oh, Malvolio, my only grandchild, what a surprise. Hey, kid, what do you think you're doing? That's my chair.
Do you know where Mom is? She's coming any minute. We have to run.
Mom?
Yeah.
You mean Sharon?
Uh-huh.
No, she's dead.
She's... What?
Passed away. Deceased. A while ago now. She never did like you, Sharon. Never wanted kids.
Is that what it was?
No, enough about her. Tell me why you're all the way out here in the middle of the woods at this time of night with your pockets full of money.
Where'd you get that?
In your left pocket. You gotta learn to be more secretive, like when you're trying to rob half the town to get your revenge for having a crappy life.
How'd you know what I was doing?
Buddy, the whole world knows. Plus, I got Grandpa's instinct, you know what I mean?
So is she really, gone?
Completely and entirely.
It's weird, Grandpa, because I feel like I should hate her. After all, she never loved me. She never wanted me. You said it yourself. But for some reason, I can't bring myself to hate her. I think it's because all I ever wanted was for her to love me, or for someone to love me.
Well, it's like my therapist once said. There's obviously no hope, and all you can ask is why.
That's not helpful, Grandpa. But, I know I must be good. Deep down somewhere. But when things start to get overwhelming or aren't going my way, stuff gets dark. And I try and live up to everyone's expectations, and all I ever hear is, oh, it will get better sometime, or, oh, why don't you calm down and think about how you might possibly be exaggerating the situation? But nothing is ever in my favor. In the past couple days, I've lost everything that I love. Olivia, Leslie, my sanity. And sometimes it feels like it isn't worth it anymore. I don't know. I think I want to love Mom and you and everybody, but it's just hard to love after seeing what love can do. It's like I don't know what to do anymore. You know?
Oh, Malvolio. younger, as young as you, as obsessed by love as anyone else. I fell headfirst, and the world seemed to shine. Life was perfect, and I never thought of anything but her and of myself. And we lived on until the day that she died, and my world fell apart. She left behind one daughter. I raised her by myself, but I was not the father I should have been. And so she became a spiteful and untrustworthy girl. She never wanted children, but you came anyway, and she was cruel and neglected you. You were the only light in my darkened world, and the years kept spinning around, and I watched as you grew, and I watched as you learned, and your light kept me alive all these years, and you moved me to tears, and the tears always burn. A reminder of everything that I did wrong. That there is a place where I belong. So every action that I took made ripples in the pond, which slowly rippled out and led to you. And all that I can say is don't make our mistakes. Grief led to neglect, which led to mad revenge, and always a suspicion of love. But Malvolio, break that chain, whatever it takes. 'Cause the years keep spinning around, and it's just like a curse that gets worse every time. You were born to be a light in the dark, so go out, leave your mark, turn the flame up and shine. Look for love in the most unlikely places of all. For when you slip and you fall. But now you know what it is you must do. Be the light in somebody's darkness. Be the light in somebody's darkness. So now you know, Malvolio, how much of a fool I was to begin a spiral like that over a moment of grief. I ruined your life, Malvolio.
No, Grandpa. You didn't. I'm gonna leave now.
Where are you going?
I know what I have to do.
Okay.
Grandpa,
What is it?
I love you.
I love you more.
To be your lawfully wedded partner for life?
I do.
And do you, Orsino, take Orsino to be your lawfully wedded partner for life?
I do.
Then I, by the power entrusted in me, pronounce you husband and...
I've done it! At last I've finally found true happiness. I'm married. Desperation, and I
serious play before you added all this nonsense. Homosexuality is crime enough. Are you kidding me? You're going to be homophobic? But marrying oneself? Thy mind and the mind of a librettist stop being hanging but by a single thread. Thy rocker hath vanished, thy marbles hath been lost.
Well, I mean, I'm sure you heard, I know I've heard the rumors that even your cousin over there was a homosexual as well. Did you hear the song at intermission? It's a good song. I was jamming out. Anyway, why else would he play the title role of Romeo and make other dudes play Juliet? Because he wanted to kiss dudes!
Lies? This is treason? I am so sorry. Somebody have this man arrested. Well, thank you. What are you doing? He's the homophobe, not me. I'm running circles, stuck in all those drunk revolving doors. But Leslie, she had always known that you find happiness on your own, so I don't need a therapist no more. You right there in the audience in the black sweatshirt. You ever consider marrying yourself? You haven't? Ah, come on. I mean, I'm sure you've struggled with the highs and the lows of being in a relationship at some point in your life, right? Oh, yeah. So, this way, it's perfect. I get to sleep on my side of the bed and nobody feels bad. It's a win-win situation, really. What if you get divorced? What if I get divorced? Well, then I guess you're forced to live with your ex-lover for all eternity in sickness and in health until death do you. No, even then. But hey! We love it. It's a good thing. Good thing. Yeah, good thing. Yeah. Ready? When you're feeling blue and oh so lonely, like someone that no one could ever adore. Get your butt up off the shelf and go on down and marry yourself. You won't need a therapist no more. Sorry, Leslie, but I don't need a therapist no more. Oh yeah, I don't need a therapist. Here we go. 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Woo! Yeah!
Hey. Oh, God, let's get out.
That's really awkward.
Let her go, Leslie. Let them know, Leslie. All you know. Look around, Leslie. There's still time, baby, to clean up what you've done and jump ahead. All I know is you. All I know is a time that's gone and never returns. All I know is us. All I know is lessons I took in but never really learned. And all I know is gone. Oh my God, Malvolio, wake up! Wake up, Malvolio! Leslie? Malvolio, let's get you home. Back, and that tells me you can always do it again. I've had moments like this too, you know. Moments where I doubt that I have value, where I feel there is no hope left, but that's why I became a therapist. To help people, to empathize with them and show them that I understand. I was in love too once, just like you, but she pretended to love me, only to reveal in ways that I don't care to remember that she did, that no one ever would. Who was it that pretended to love you? It was Olivia. Olivia? But now I know that she just didn't know how to love me. And she could have learned, she did learn, and I learned from her. She gave me the knowledge to help other people. She gave me the knowledge that love is complicated. You can only hurt yourself by searching for perfection. And that is the answer, I guess, to the scientific study of love, that there is no answer. You can't define it with science, and that's what makes it so special. I think you should become a therapist, Malvolio. We can help each other, and maybe we can teach each other how to love. Nice, but I don't love you. Not like that. I know, I just mean as friends. I like that.
Not a bad ending after all, I must say. I mean, it's not 12th night, but it's not bad. Well, that's it. Go home. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. There's the exit, and there's one over there, and... Oh, you guys want to hear some more. I'm sorry to tell you, but there is no more. This is it. We ended it here. I wish I could tell you everything that happened and satisfy your curiosity. But I'm sure you do not want to see her tomorrow night. And then tonight. And then the night after that, 50 more. And even if I could tell you something weird and wacky, it wouldn't be true. Do we know if Malvolio's mother was a good person? No. Do we know if Malvolio ever regretted plotting revenge?
I hope so.
No. Do we know if they'll ever forgive themselves?
I sure hope so.
No. Do we know if their relationship and therapy business with Leslie will work out? No. Do we know anything about them after their lives in the play ends?
I guess not.
No, yes! Actually, oh my gosh, what? I'm just kidding, you have no idea.
You suck!
I'm sorry. I come to all my productions, even the ones that have been put into blenders and turned into musicals. It's funny how this fifth has a way of changing, isn't it? How it augments and shifts, and what seems to be real one day becomes imaginary the next. But that only happens in musicals, doesn't it? Or what if that's life? And things change so much, you can barely get your feet on the ground before the whole world shifts again, making everything unrecognizable. But if you can love, if you can learn to love, maybe that's the way to find a solid foundation on the earth. And then, maybe things will change for the better.